Well, yeah, look at that. Still snowing. No, it was nice heavy as compared to Christmas. That's to be expected. A nice relaxing day. You just wonder what I was doing just then. I was setting up for the party. So didn't nobody go easily come in. Or at least hear me within range of another player. Moonshine. This is very dead right here. Right over Redemption 2 to be exact. I know it's not as vast compared to GTA, but you have to realize that GTA at one point was also building itself. This right here is more or less a more western version of GTA in a way. I mean, for crying out loud, even misses show you that. But you have to know to take care of your horse here too, because it does go ahead and take good care of you. I bet by tomorrow we'll be going. Anyways, doing a second live stream, basically pressing a load screen for hours. No joke. Hours. Nope, those are ravens. They're practically worthless. Unless you want flight feathers. Flight feathers is basically used to go ahead and construct arrows. Like special type of arrows, like poison arrows. Yeah, that's why you can poison people in here with the arrow. That's what this is meant for. It's meant for poisoning, small game, even exploding and setting people on fire if you get the right ingredients. The exploding arrows are kind of like the equivalent of a grenade launcher slash RPG all in one. No joke with that in. Because one large feather plus a dynamite equals to a dynamite arrow if you get it at a proper level. Just like here, you have 3 other types of bullets other than the regular, and that's high velocity, split point, express, and explosive. Same can be said for here, but as you can see, I got at least 1 of 10 loaded there. That means I can do this and have that loaded up and ready to go. But of course, it takes ducks to go ahead and make that. That's why you may see a lot of duck hunting going on, because you can't craft nothing without, like, say, animal fat or a flower from the bayou or something like that. All depends. Wait, what? What? I hope there is not interested trouble.
Nice to see you again, sir.
Same to you, Cloak, and the one who removes bounties. Oh right, I can send this off to you. There you go, Madam Mazar. Thank you. Yeah, 2 people at once can ride the same horse. Now then, back to operating the moonshine business. This video costs 25 gold to unlock, by the way, and it's connected to the trader role. So that means to which you need to be the rank 5 or done did a delivery to go ahead and unlock this particular role. And once you do, you have to have 25 gold to go ahead and put down your first building. Beforehand, it was glitching out a bit, so everybody was like losing their moves every now and again, and shipments would whisper, or like, you know, MIA like a few streams ago, before they had posted that loading screen loop. Good grief. It was just a mess. I just hope you hope it calmed down a bit. So, have you done oh, you nearly done. Hello. Well, I enjoy a bit down here. Anyways, if you have friends down here, you can slap the shit out of them if you want to, playfully, by going ahead and getting very drunk from your bar right here. But of course, the weak stuff is located here. Everybody says this is message with your main shipment, but your main shipment doesn't go ahead and get an outcome unless it's already done been fully made. You get me? The shipment is not fully made at the moment, so. This is the band right here that you get right here too. It's free right now. You can even dance if you want to. Or just simply take a seat. As you get drunk, the voices start to go ahead and make less and less sense. But of course, one of my favorite things that they do is basically blow the shit out of people. But of course, if they're foul mouth, I just drag their ass. Because yes, just like in GTA, they can be foul mouth. Or you can do this if you want to. Yeah, literally, you can have like 5 people playing on here and then another 5 dancing. But of course, when you're playing when you're drunk, you're gonna sound terrible. Well, unlike the nightclub, you don't have to worry about popularity with this, so you basically have to go ahead and worry about your shipment. To play it plain simple. But when it comes to this game, I hope they do go full blown industrialist. Because to be honest, this game does seem to have that potential, considering the multiple areas and the distance between them. Heck, I even have almost a time skip, so somehow I'll be able to jump from this point in time to basically the 1900s. But also when you drink the moonshine, depending upon the rank, it can give you a bit of a boost, just like with the trader's pot. Cooking pot, to be exact. But if you wouldn't want to touch my stuff, it's because of the fact which will. Yes, there's extras built into there. But the main one you have to worry about is over here. See, it's nearly ready to go. I bet if I do go ahead and I bet if I go ahead and lower the mash a bit, it's to do the trick. Excuse me with that one. Had to clear my throat. Exit. Hello, Maggie. This is your connector right here with Moonshine Business.
You ready to get out there again?
And before you ask, yes, she was burned.
amazing. You disappear for a year, all the snakes and bottom feeders come crawling out of their holes again. Half the cowards around here wouldn't have dared run shine on my ground before. They seem to have forgotten who they're dealing with. It's time to go on the attack. Find them and hit them where it hurts. Because let me tell you, patience is wearing thin.
Agreed. In this situation, well, let's just say to which she's not happy. I mean, for crying out loud. But if you have a use, just toss it to a freaking burning building and left it right there. Nothing but your wish to escape from. You used to escape for them. Nah, I'm not going across the lake here. You're trying to make it make sound. I'd rather go ahead and go across the rocks here. Less sound. Sneak a bit. Oh, yep, the smoke definitely indicates the base. Da, 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 da. Ah, here it is. Springfield. Very useful. No, it's really useful, that's for sure. It's very easy to reload compared to the boat action. We'll actually have to go ahead and move the boat, which makes it a little less time, which makes it a little more time consuming to go ahead and try it in comparison to the Springfield here. Ooh. So you destroy the shipments. Dead. Execute. Loot. Oh, heck nah. I don't think so, man. More like your friends are gonna be burning to death. Like legit, you just get over here. Oh yeah, you must have been caught within the explosion range. Hey there, boy. Execute. If you wonder what I just did to them, I just tackled them and just simply killed them. I mean, for crying out loud, I am using free aim. Free aim means of which you don't lock on to targets, but you gain more XP as a result. All I have to do now is just hit that, like this. Nope. Looks like the heat's starting to get to my core a bit. Better switch to a more weather appropriate outfit. I mean, I thought the snow was still going, but apparently it just stopped. It was going for a little bit, but it just stopped. So that right there is stuff to risk to lower the master price. That and doing the story missions. But of course, I'm on Hell or High Water, which is the last one. I already done did it once before, so I know the risk if I do it again is gonna just increase the difficulty. And that mission is tough as balls. That's funny, just with the movements on the kid. That's that just would be like good grief. Yeah, we don't want to rival move signs around. That's why you see me did that shit like the enemy ones, but not the player-based ones. Player-based ones owns buildings like these step in.
Feels like we're making progress.
See, come hell or come high water. Come hell, come high water. That's right there is the last mission.
Good luck out there.
I mean, considering we should still deal with Grace Lansing, that might be the first opportunity to add either a farm or a industrial building. Ah, there it is. Our latest shipment. 20 bottles are 20 bottles for a 3-star moonshine delivery. That's two of them. $131 or $225.
Today is a good day, mon ami. You have a drive ahead of you. These buyers are just the type of clients we wish to have. Sophisticated and, of course, rich. They cannot be fooled with anything less than the best. So it is my best pass that you are bringing to them, with my compliment. Treat it as you would your own enfant, your own child. Tu comprends?
That'd be kind of hard to do with the revenue agents trying to kill me along the way. You wonder what I was doing, I just tapped the brakes a bit. I don't want this to turn to a runaway wagon, you feel? Because if you go too fast around the tracks, you'll break bottles. It's best to travel at speed. And then oh, revenue agents. And I called it too. Time to deal with them. Of course, this is going to be a lot of respawning. for the head. If you wonder what pistols, if you wonder what guns that I'm using right here in terms of handheld, it's a Navy revolver, it's the latest gun in the game. That's what I'm using, it's the Navy revolver. I'm done here? I don't think so. Get over here! If anyone that was done was your group here. Stopping rackets and scaring the shit out of local people. It ain't over yet though. Have to get this to the buyer within the 5-minute time limit here. They're paying twice the amount of money that they usually would for this thing. And here come the revenue agents. Your horseback back there. Show yourselves. See that plus 20 right there only happens if you're in free aim mode, not auto aim mode. That's what they're calling game anyhow. They're like the equivalent of Merryweather in droves and will basically own you. Are you waving? Are you waving? And a free tail card. And that's how you get $300 right there. If you already have 144, there was 200 that was added there. Make 60 club rank rise. And by the way, if you're wondering about benefits, that's just simply extra coupons that they give you. Some of it would be for clothing, some of it would be for honor, some of it would be for staples, guns, you name it, it can appear there. This one here was a special gift that I got already. And if you're a part of Twitch Prime, since Rockstar is working alongside with Twitch, you basically get access to Pixel Pete for now, and also that's in GTA, of course. That's what the latest one Diamond Casino. That's what the Diamond Casino Resort heist is, of course. And you can get in here the third upgrade for your moonshine business for free. I do hope they add the industrials though. I mean, it would be nice to go ahead and have our own train here. That we should do like cargo deliveries or passenger runs if you wanted to and make money for you. But at the same time, you have to pay like say a maintenance and or a shed fee for it, or just a roundhouse fee. Because these behemoths do have roundhouses which they have to be at. (4-6-0). I know the early models were not. I know the early 4-6-0s were not like good at pasture runs, but as time went on, they got more modifications to which made them better. But I hope when they do add the industrials and or wheel bearing, that they do allow for us to go ahead and start from say a 060, which basically is either a switcher or a very early version of a 4-6-0, or even just if you're 0-4-0. Anyways, as for this right here, because that does spare a lot of money technically for the people, and depending upon the price of the roll, it could spare a lot of money for Rockstar. Yep, still Christmas thing. You can see it, the reef. You can see there. That's Christmas thing related. But of course, these places right here are not meant to be homesteads. They are just simply places where you be able to go and get your moonshine to. Another thing. Oh, another bootlegger mission.
You know, there was a time last year when I started feeling very sorry for myself. But I got what I got. You ain't making toys for orphans here. This is a risky business. Stills blow, barrels get contaminated.
So it's the railroad business. It was highly risky too, but highly profitable. Boiler explosions, trains coming off the track via their axles, rails being switched to the point to which they're just simply derailed. Anyways, I think that would probably be a crown jewel if they'd ever like do more businesses, the railroad building, because you can ship say your moonshine and your pelts and say milk and eggs and wood and basic lumber basically, and grain and iron ore and coal all around the state if you want to, or you could turn say the iron ore and coal in steel and make a little bit more profit from that, but it costs a little bit extra to make it. Because in order to be you running the business, you have people underneath you to basically have to go ahead and, well, pay. Just like in the back EMC that you have to go ahead and pay people, your employees, for basically your dues. Well, of course, we're still in the early stages, so. Or they could go ahead and add an extension to the farm and basically allow us to sell goods from there and have a bit of a horse breeding operation. Or a cow breeding one, but a cow breeding one would basically require a bit of a slaughterhouse. Which again is another big business that could go ahead and turn in a good amount of money. I mean, supply and demand for the local towns is basically equal to profit for us. But I think we'll probably need at least, like, say, $500,000 to go ahead and actually get it going. Get stuff like that going. Oh, this is a sneak and defeat type mission.
Whoa! Get your ass out of here! You want I make you leave, huh? You ain't coming out of this alive, you dog!
Who you calling a dog? Oh, I was using express bullets. Glad this thing is easy to reload. Plus, it's post-Civil War. Alright, that's it. Enjoy the dynamite!
You're better off as a corpse, partner.
After you, partner. Goddamn, that's for sure. What the?
You're a dead man! You'll never get out alive!
Alright, that's it. Satchel, food, items, buff. These are revenue agents here. See? And What? Oh no, you don't. It is of this. You ain't getting away from me that easily. Get up. You wonder what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to cut them free. Oh, no. Da, 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 da. And get up onto the second floor here. Here it is. Dead body right there. Yes, you can loot the dead. And when you loot the dead, you basically gain items that you yourself can use. I already bumped some of the bodies from that. This right here went haywire. Because basically I was supposed to poison this, but I didn't because of the fact of which they had that little thing right there heavily guarded. So it made it hard to go ahead and poison something when it's heavily guarded. What's here? Oh. Current. And hop on. Now, also doing these bootlegger missions, they lower the mass price. I don't mean mass in like M-A-S-S, I mean mash as in like M-A-S-H. That's stuff that you use to go ahead and make your moonshine with. You have any more missions, Mackie? Nope, no bootlegger missions available at this point in time.
That last job went well. Well done. Good luck out there.
Thank you, Maggie.
I'm just in the middle of something.
No, you're not in the middle of nothing. You're not even working. See? It would usually be about $6 for the strong moonshine in 60 minutes. But not anymore.
Very good. This will be a strong one.
We can make this right here. But nobody wants it at this point in time. Today's orders is basically this. I'll make that. Barry Coppola.
The commander.
There you go. Flavor to add while going ahead and making the moonshine.
My, it is rare to find anyone worth a damn these days. Nice to see an exception. We got ourselves a music lover.
We still got Mile Creek right here.
They paid for.
And that's what it does. Nope. There's someone passed out right there. And I got refined, by the way, so that's where you may see paintings up here on the walls right here. And you wonder why they're playing that Christmas theme? It's because of the fact there is, well, Christmas just passed. Wish you could actually read this and gain some knowledge if you want to by reading a book. But this is here to be for looks, not actual use. I mean, literally in game they have like a lumber company busy helping making wood. There's another bootleg mission available. Let's check progress. As you can see, I'm a distinguished collector, a distinguished bounty hunter, a distinguished trader, and at the same time, a established moonshiner. I believe you get another recipe when you hit rank 15, which is this right here. Reduces the time taken to create a batch of moonshine.
Well, I have to say, you seem to be getting pretty good at this.
Well, you have to admit that I've been doing a lot. Yeah, this is more or less like the MC Clubhouse. So if I had to guess, the real building would probably be more or less the icing on the cake. I do want to hear the Christmas theme over at the Valentine. And that is no longer a very hot grouper spot. That right there belongs to Saint Denis Roads. The reason why it was such a grouper spot was because of the fact that you have like tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of animals there. What are those up there? Ravens? Yep, ravens. What was that? That just saw flying. Was that a raven or was that something else entirely different? Yep, there was ravens there, yeah. I mean, yes, you could own the oil plantation which is over there owned by Leviticus Cornwall, but that right there would not be the smartest of moves. You can't have a real state. You can't have like literally a real yard there. I mean, it's real established, well armed, and one false move equals to death, basically. Which is here, you know. Plus, at the same time, if you think about it, there ain't that much room to go ahead and get a real yard going. Yes, it's double tracked, but it's technically meant for, like, say, one train to come here and another train to pass by. I would prefer, like, literally a yard. Let's connect to a warehouse. Because the reason why is because you could say ship. Let's say that we have like a lumber mill, right? And you basically want to ship logs from there to say your wood, to say like your from like say the forest to the lumber mill, and then from the lumber mill to nearby here to Valentine, because Valentine needs wood for repairs after the winter storm. You'd be able to go ahead and ship it up to there, then by train down to here. That makes a bit of sense. I mean, you say raise about, so I say $1,000 per delivery. But you have to deal with bandits, just like you have to deal with revenue agents. It's kind of like basic transports tycoon type knowledge if you think about it. That's what I like about it, because you have like multiple ways of going ahead, have multiple fees, and basically multiple ways of making tons of money. You know what I mean? But you have to be, they say, rank 40 in trade to go ahead and unlock the industrialist. Beer, please. Basically, you have like multiple ways of making money, because the fact is you have like multiple industries connected to one big one. That's the advantage of wheel bearing, because that's what actually made the railroads very strong, and still make them strong to this very day. It's literally shipping goods that is needed for a city or a town, from one area of the map to another. And let's say we don't start with like the 4-6-0, which is the steam engine that was roaming around the map. Let's say that we should start with, say, a 0-4-0, because that'd be cheaper than compared to writing the 4-6-0. Different speeds, different, like, you know, different rates of it, you know. Because everybody needs lumber, everybody needs coal, everybody needs steel, glass, you name it. Even food. So there's like a huge amount of potential that's still left in this game if you think about it. But it all requires a certain amount of cash to go and get going. But it also all depends upon the support and also the amount of items we have to buy. Because the notice they basically got you with moonshine, everyone. Like, you should have enough gold to go ahead and buy the moonshine type situation, basically. I always thought it was going to be pure cash, to be fair. Because the majority of the other items in here is cash related. Take the apple. Check the cabinet. Take the jewels. It's a weed. It's another American flower. Take the horse survival. Take the horse stamina. Because literally in the story mode, by the time we meet Arthur and the gang, the lumber company was being established. Even though technically it was not being ran very well. And that was around Strawberry, around the road around Wallace. Gotta keep a sharp eye out at this point in time. The reason why I say sharp eye out is because wolves love to come out and attack. Like literally the lumber company, the Alpha Seed Lumber Company basically comes out here and like, you know, cuts down the trees around here. If you're wondering what those red little dots are, they're markers. Of course, that's for collecting and stuff like that. They're not like in-game markers, those are yellow. They're like my personal markers because I have personal markers set for like certain locations, for certain items. Oh. She wants to be rubbed. She was technically not rubbed. And breast. And let's say there is also a bit of a pastor service alongside the freight, generate a little bit extra income. Pastors make about, I say, $200 per car, depending upon the passengers. Some of it may be like an express train, which requires you to go ahead and go from, say, Valentine all the way down to Saint Denis, or from Saint Denis all the way up to Valentine, or something like that, or all the way up to Wallace Station from Saint Denis. That'd be a long one. And traveling through routes like this would make it even more awesome. Because trains actually did travel through these types of routes during the 18 to 1900s. But at the same time, it made it more easy for them to derail or be sabotaged. And then let's say to which you have a mine. What would the mine be? Say you own one of the ones up in Ansburg. or one of the ones that which is like down in, like, say, let's say you get one brought in. Let's say you either order, let's say you either own the mine here in Ansburg, or you get shipments brought in via boats, because you're basically an industrial building, you know. Which industry includes rail and boat, by the way. So it's not just rail building or basically or basically, you know, by boat, or basically have like a boat that's separate, you know. So once you get stuff shipped in by there, you basically go ahead and manufacture it here to ship to the local people. Oh, salvage. Oh wait, I know what salvage is. No, I don't want to join that. Thank you for the offer, but no thank you. I'd rather go ahead and join trade route than go ahead and join salvage. Salvage. Salvage is when you have to go ahead and go hunting for stuff. But it's not just you hunting. It's a whole bunch of people. Oh, heck nah. Hey there, buddy. You done lost your life there, bitch. Oh. Oh, he shot me. Okay then, Mr. Smartass. If I see you, I'm going to kill you. Because I tell you what, I did not need that.
Stay back now. You won't find me the affable type.
Okay then. You want it to be like that. I'll stay back for now. Or should I say you? Hey there, buddy. Remember me? Yeah, I think he deserved that. He shot me, and I did not want to be shot. Who you gonna get over here? Saying to himself, sick. He's a sick one. He's the one who shot me. You don't shoot people randomly on the trails. I am not no bandit, you know. And yet you try to tell me anyone. Dead. Thanks for the loot. But it's bad luck for you. Nobody find you till spring. Even by then, you might be a crisp. Or a crispy boy, to be exact. I am not the biggest fan of people here that like in GTA when they like to go ahead and bait the shit out of you or go ahead and, like, you know, insult you and stuff like that. That would just makes me want to go ahead and just do that stuff to them. Because they want to go ahead and be rude as fuck, then fine, be rude as fuck. But don't go ahead and try to just simply say, oh no. You know what I mean? And then wondering, why is that all of a sudden happening to me? It's because he was basically being a fuckboy. To a character that responds. Oh. Yep, my core started to be affected. Back to the winter outfit. Notice the core was starting to be affected. Or should I say Buster? You should be being Buster. Anyways, back to what I was saying. You're wondering why industry would be great here? It's because it produces a lot of money, but at the same time it may cost a lot to run. Almost like in GTA, how you basically have your business systems to stack up in terms of, well, employees and fees and stuff like that. Same concept can be applied here with the industrialists. I mean, this map is huge, so that means you can have huge amounts of industries. Like, for example, there's like 4 different places you can place this little thing here alone. And it's this little thing, I mean this little thing right here. A moonshine sack. I mean, literally, you can go ahead and that's part of your properties, to be exact. See? Properties. You can place that at camp, or you can go ahead and place it on the moonshine sack. And change the location, which costs about $250. Once done, that is. Tall trees, which is basically in the Elizabeth territory. Heartlands, which is New Hanover. Hangestead, which is basically New Austin. Aminoi, which is Grizzlies. Bayou, which is Lemoyne. And Tall Trees, which is West Elizabeth. You have some goods shipped in, while others you have to go ahead and fetch from local sources. That would not be a bad idea. And at the same time, having multiple industries would allow you to sell to multiple locations. Let's say to which you have one down in Lemoyne. You might have to sell to West Elizabeth. Or down in New Austin, you might have to sell all the way up into the Grizzlies. But not every location have a dock. That's the problem. I mean, yes, Blackwater has a dock. St. Denis has a dock. And Ansburg has a dock. But other than that, you're out of luck with a lot of places. And plus, from what I know of, there's 2 separate rail lines that which run down here. One in the New Austin area, and then one for the rest of Elizabeth to New Hanover to like Rhodes and the rest of the country, over to the rest of the states over here. From what I know of down here, because it doesn't seem like there's a way for them to switch. Now let's just go to add a way for it to go ahead and switch via Armadillo down here. See, you go all the way up to here, and then you see this little curve here, which indicates there's a switch around there. Now let's just go ahead and have that line go all the way up there, past Blackwater, and in to there, which is something which you kill the computer, something like that. And have a real yard centered here. Not a bad idea. I heard there was an original concept for that. But they turned Armadillo into a diseased town at this point in time. Because they must not be different gates at this point in time. But I know people would like their own farms too. And that same spot down in Blackwater in the Great Plains area can be used for a farm. I mean, that's what it is used for technically by Beach's Hope. Beach's Hope is basically used as a farm for John and his family. Now they're gonna have the rail line going to, like, say, down past Thieves Landing, like that, and then straight through the Iron Plains alongside the A water for Blackwater, and then up into the station for Rick's station, like a Y section, almost like down here. How they have this little weird Y for here. That could also work too. It's just that, but that industry would more or less be like the crown jewel. Before then, you have to have, like, say, mines and or buildings to go ahead and do that with. And considering the rich Mrs. the clerk's husband is basically out of commission, and she's putting her other business partners out of commission, so you could be the perfect person to be introduced into for the industrial role. Considering that she knows a lot about it. But of course, that's just simply something which could be pitched. Yep, just going down, 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 and yep. I can't save the thing. I can't save it. Let me try at least. $2.25. Just going like that and ah. Oh no. But moonshine is like another way to make money. Just like the trade business is another way to make money. And it's connected to crypts too. Technically, we met the dude that is down there in moonshine business before with Mr. Cluck, according to him. Oh, hello there, my old Tuscan Moor. Yeah, he would just ran off the edge if I didn't turn him. Yeah. Basically, this area here could be used for lumber. While Blackwater, it could be used for more or less either more lumber or it could be used as an industrial area. Considering Blackwater wants to expand and all. It could be a bit different compared to, say, Red Dead Redemption 1. Because of the fact of which, we're in the past. And we can change the future a bit. If we have an industry that is set up at this point in time. Past the service done by 4-4-0. While fight will be done by 2-6-0. And then our puzzle train will be like a 4-6-0. We don't, because those are later locals. Earlier ones will probably be like 0-6-0, 0-4-0. But it all depends upon the amount of cash, because I know some people will be up in the thousands with ease. So that means there's maybe a foundry next stop, then a mine, then also a factory or a few factories to make products. And then a warehouse connected to a yard, where you would run past the service and freight from. In that order, we do the trick. But of course, the real yards and stuff like that costs a lot more money, along with the warehouses and stuff like that. So you might have to stick with the farm and the moonshine business for a while to save up for that, because that would be a real big ace in the hole. Now let's go play with any of those strange lighting contraptions that you saw in the story mode, as like tools to be able to use for flying. Either that or hot air balloon trouble, or both. People would love the hot air balloon to travel in, that's for sure. Even I would like that. But of course, what we would not like is to be gold related. I mean, think about it for a second too. They would be buying gold if they don't have a lot of cash for it, as an alternative. Unless it's just someone you can go ahead and convert the gold from gold to like cash, or from cash to gold, for like a huge amount of either or to go ahead and do it. I mean, there's always somebody who basically turn your honor from good to bad, bad to good. Not to mention there is just already a good amount of guns here. I mean, literally, I got like a huge right here. I even got the cocaine rifle right here from Twitch Prime. Not this Twitch Prime, like, they were basically running Twitch Prime before the moonshine business, and they had a cocaine rifle available through there. but of course I already had the bowling book. This thing right here is easy to go ahead and shoot it like that. Or we can go ahead to do this right here. This is the cocaine rifle. And basically aim the red nose directly there. And I even got the classic effects here. That thing really has a lot of ammo for it, and can take a while to reload. There we go. And then there's the Springfield and the bolt action. This is the bolt action right here. As you saw, it takes a while to reload because you have the bolt right here. Like legit, you can just shoot that. But you have to reload, and then you have to do that. Then you have the semi-automatic, the rear, the double barrel, and then you also have the repeaters, which is like Lynchfield, Lancaster, and also the pump action shotgun and the repeater shotgun. So as you can see, I have like a huge variety of weapons here, but it all depends on the situation. I wonder if they're going to add the SMG. Then again, they came in the 20s. After WWE1 a little bit, I think. You can sit down here if you want to. Or you can go up to the post office.
Howdy there. Welcome.
The only reason why I have like hundreds and hundreds of dollars remaining is because you'd be surprised how these features stack up if you have a lot of these horses here. Like they come in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Like literally, think about it. 5 times 10 equals 50, another 10 equals 100. At 75 cents? Yeah, you don't want to go be having a lot of horses here. Because if you go ahead to see you drain your income rapidly. But of course, one thing that rich people can't do to make a little bit extra money is say, have a farm with rich breed horses. But in exchange for breeding 2 breeds of horses, you can't use them for a while. I mean, people have been saying that for quite some time at the farm. That could be a possibility. That and or own the railroad. Which can also be another possibility too. But of course, these things right here, these are new. Everything else is not that neat. What makes these rifles, what makes these revolvers deadlier than the other ones, is the fact that they do more damage. The fire rate is much more higher, and they do more damage apparently as a result of that fire rate. I will say though that one of the things which can make the which can make you deadly is the fighting mechanics, because you basically go ahead and say do it without no guns. They can come at you, bro. They can come at you. No wanted level, no bounty. I'm basically a clean man. Traveling at high speed, high gallop. I mean, yes, they do happen to have the steam engines which can move forward and brake and blow whistle and go ahead and, you know, use the bell. But the thing about it is that they can't reverse. And that's a key feature of the steam engines, that they could go forward, they could be neutral, or they go ahead and reverse. The diesel's even hearing that. I'm on the way to go for the rail yard. So then, if they do at the industrialist, we would just own the railroad as a key thing. It's a key place, you know. Right now, everybody owns these types of things, which is camps. Hello there. Too far. Come on, boy. You can catch up. Oh, okay then. Where are you, man? Hey there, boy. Get over here. Alright, that's it. Wait, was that right, Dot? Da 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 da, and dead. Hey, the boy. John? Flee! Yes, you can ignore them, but when they want to go ahead and try to kill you, you can drag them for miles if you want. But of course, I like to have my fun.
Fussing Christ. You got horse. You're a damn menace.
That worked. That worked. That worked. Saying it was on minutes. Hilarious. I just set him on blaze. He's like, what the heck? Oh boy. What is that possibly do? What's that possibly doing? I'm just watching this show. He jumped off of that thing, that's for sure. You left that wagon very fast. I just shot it with the incendiary rounds that allow for it to go ahead and run for a bit. Oh, and if you have lockpicks, you can do this. Access to back. Back accessed it. Explosive round loaded. Objective completed. I was just messing around with that. That was the explosive round, by the way. You need literal, like, you need ammo practice to go ahead and craft that stuff. Wow, but the incendiary bullets, you need moonshine to do that. And I'm not talking about the stuff that you sell. I'm talking about the stuff you can buy. Because you can buy it, yes, but it does not help your cause as much as you think it would. It's a detriment to one thing, technically. Your stamina, to be exact. Say anything, and you can basically kiss yourself goodbye. Downs wrench. Oh yeah, that's right. The Downs did sell the wrench in the story and moved to Ansburg. That's something which we could purchase. After Thomas got sick, they sold their wrench to go ahead and pay the Vandalin game, which basically became Loan Sharks. If But plain and simple. Many basically of Leopold Strauss became loan sharks. And that's the truth. Oh snap, no, no, no. Ouch. That hurt both of us, but it didn't kill us. It hurts, but it didn't kill us. What the? Oh, right. A point that you could jump onto a train from. If I want to, I can ride all the way down to the station. But right now, I want to try to make my way to Valentine. But of course, be careful doing that. The reason why Valentine of all places is because the fact was just a little something there that you can go ahead and use. It's called fire. Get across here. I noticed they made the border here much more murky. Oh, what the? Ouch. There you go, my friend. You at least back up. Your stamina's back up and everything. And there you go. And there we go. After getting ran over like a train, we're good. I hope that person does not just come over here and shoot me. Must have got some large feathers. Poison arrow. And there we go. Nice. Some food for the horse. I'm making horse meals, by the way. Horse meals is basically used to buff your horse. And way more better than carrots. Production completed at the moonshine business. Perfect. Hey there, my friend. I got a surprise for you. Something new that you had never tried before. It's called a horse meal. Eat up. Right now, it may not look like it, but we're going 30 miles per hour, probably 29 or 28. Something like that. Bikes are going pretty darn fast, technically. The horse wheel does its trick. I mean, look how fast I'm going. What? What was that? Wish there was a gift button so you'd be able to get supplies to your friends if you want to. Yeah, you can make like $100 to $200 or $300 worth of moonshine money. I wonder when they're gonna start playing real horses, like real to get type horses. Maybe we could breed them. And any other type of horse that you breed, you can either release or sell them. But don't cook them. That ain't right. And stop. It's the horse. Yep. You gotta take good care of your horse. Riding it dead is not good. Riding it to facing death is not good. You gotta take good care of it. If you don't, then it's gonna go ahead and die out when you're fast. I mean fast. Let's see. Sup. I came here as soon as the batch was done.
We have a batch ready to go.
I know that, my friend. That's why I'm down here. If it wasn't done, then I would not be down here.
Now, we have a batch ready for shipments, okay? I can trust you, I know. You are not like the rest, menteur, tricheur. But when I give a batch to you, I know you will guard it with your life. You will not let a little thing like a barrage of bullets get in your way, huh? When I tell you these are valuable customers, you will look after every last jug. So, they are yours. Allez-y.
Get going. Get going, get going, get going, get going, get going, get going, get going. But you have to be careful. We're going to Emerald Ranch fence. You know what that means, right? It means that they're gonna be down there. See? About 5 of them had to be broken just to go ahead and get past that barricade without them shooting at us. or say you have your own personal area for crafting if you want to for your own stuff. That'd be interesting too. And then you can turn that into a small little industry that you can go ahead and make of your own. Let's say there is a part of a posse. Well, what that means is that you will be able to go ahead and, well, have, like, say, one industry going when you're in that posse. And that one industry, you help the posse out by going ahead and making a lot of money. In the form of, like, say, this person right here owns a warehouse. You'll be able to ship your goods to their warehouse, and the money, and half the money will go straight to you, while the other half will go to the rest of the posse. Something like that. Which would be interesting. Now this is going to be more or less like a, another form of posse, which would be like, say, a coalition or something like that. Oh, great. That was funny.